I first learned about the sphere of Amenti, an Amenti blue frame, Amenti blue frame from the book Voyages, The Secrets of Amenti, Volume 2 by Ashayana Dean and her entity group named Guardian Alliance, or the GA. The GA states that the blue flame constitutes Earth's portion of Tara's energy field pattern, morphogenetic field. It means that Earth have an energy field, a portion of energy field of this planet with Taurus. Okay, Taurus is a planet, something like that, near Alcyone, and it receives its blue color from Taurus particular dimensional hues. Specifically, the GA describes this blue frame as electric blue with pale shades of green. This green color is a strange addition if they are only trying the blue frame to Tara. In my book Study the Edition, I uncover more about the GA and its affiliate entity group called the Melchizedek Clusters Emerald Order. I don't know about this really, because each of the cities want to be better than another, and they kind of not appear. They just talk behind the scenes, and he who's courageous enough will appear. Okay, if you are courageous, you will not talk behind the scenes alone. You will show up. If you don't fear, you will not. If you don't own up, you will not fear. That's how I think. So I guess that there's something about all these, but to me these are all the archons. I don't know, I have this feeling. So a certain dimensionless things, which is a work and main speaker in my book, that edition cover more about the GA, the affiliate entity, work with the Ashayana, the main speaker. The all there is, the pure thing she states. What's this all there is? Why it is all there is with everything they say it is? We'll just talk to some and not all. Why? There's something very fish about it that I don't digest well. And what I feel is that this all there is just a IT that has progressed a lot in life. Just a creatures, just like us, that has progressed in life and now calls itself the boss. You see, the commander, but it's not quite what many people think it is. It's not the absolute, the unique God there is, because all this is, we are just particles of atoms that has exploded. Everything there is that. So I don't quite believe that. I'm very skeptic. No, I'm always suspecting something. When you tell me your truth, I will have to analyze, I have to stop to think, and I bring all the puzzles together to come to a conclusion and digest well to see whether it makes sense or not to me, because I'm very skeptic. I don't believe everything I see or people tell me. I really don't. So the PSHG states that the emerald color is a combination of blue and gold flame. So the emerald color is a combination of blue and gold. flame frequencies in certain dimensions of a less dense prior creational domain called the Eka. Good for you, ETs, huh? You live in a much better evolved plane, but that's not the case with us here. We suffer like hell, and you know it because you have invested in here. So do not try to trail off. Okay, don't give excuses anymore. That's it. It's over already. The cat out of the bag. The curtain has opened, and your tails is shown. I'm sorry. So I put flame in quotations marks because the MCO GA, Trace GA, give it that designation. They are all in it together. This designation models the distinction between the actual Menshi blue frame and frequency rays. The all that is which IT is playing God, just like the government CEOs play gods. The pure essentially reveals that the Ashayana's GA team has visited the Menshi blue flame when it had lost some of its structural integrity due to warring factions trying to alter it. You all are so goddess and still war, huh? Make war just like the head is here. War, war, war. War is the order of the day for the lesser beings, the crab kind of mentality entities. So this is a reason why it showed green color and potentially also some different blue hues as electric blue. Blue hues. I love the color blue. I don't know why, I just love it. This is my favorite color. White and blue and a yellow are my favorite color. So all there is, the person all there is, this designation models the distinction between the actual Menshi blueprint. The all there is, which is a ET, to me is a Draco somewhere pretend to be a god. The pure essence reveals that the Asiana GA team has visited the Menshi blue flame when it had lost some of its structural integrity. So the color green, they have worked to connect it to the emerald frequency that's not necessarily eternal. Ashayena's information in her Voyager's books supports the emerald order and the prime lineage of our creation. Yeah. Could that be? Really? Who is there to vouch for it? Who could vouch for it anyway? So, the prime minister of this perspective can tailor and omit information according to that entity's advantage. Similar to how God, who is God? Which God tells me there's so many of ET God. So which one? Your God, your particular God, your archetype, your semi-God, but not the absolute unique one. Is there one? I don't know. So these people, they like to, bring in the fish toward themselves. They bring the boat they bring the fish toward them whenever they fish. You understand? Kind of, they always, when they work for an agenda, they work for some ideology, they always only sees that particular focus of view, of perspective. They don't see the other possibilities. They see only what they want to see, and that's called bigotry, and that's called fanaticism. They are fanatic because they are working for that type of agenda, whatever they are working with or to. You understand? But it doesn't mean that what they are saying is the truth. You must discern yourself. You must find out yourself. You cannot just take everything at facial value alone. You need to discard, you need to filter everything that you hear that is given to you. So I'm not sure that is a creation. Yeah, it must be some who came here, um, who are millennia, the primordials, primordials people, entities who came here. Yeah, that's true. But is them the order of our creation? Are they? If it's so, why they keep quiet until now? Why? What's the purpose of keeping quiet until now? Because they want to carry on the game? The game of make believe? The game of religions in politics? Is it? Is it the answer for that? So this perspective can tailor and omit information according to that entities group's advantage, of course. And for this reason that they want to show, you see so many canalizer here, right? Either through books or through internet broadcast, podcast. Am I right? However, what's their purpose? To who are they work for themselves or to a particular group? Are they work for Enki in a Luciferian's group? Who knows? So this perspective can tailor or meet information according to that entity group's advantage, similar to how God groups act. God groups, God or God's groups. I would say that it's God's group, not God group, but God group, God's group. I deduce that they have worked to claim ownership over the Amishi blue flame. Over the Amishi blue flame. Due to their belief that they would be its best guardians. However, their actions have partially compromised its natural galactic components. From exuding internal foundational energy from a much earlier realm than theirs. Entities are often unaware of what exists before them. Yeah, that's why. Imagine, the simpletons humans here want to know so much about. They already have make up a mind about a God. Oh, because my God is the only real one. No, it's mine. It's mine. When even the atheist does not know who this God is, and what it means that if they don't know, they who are there pulling the cords of all the events, all the happens that unfolding here on earth, who are we to know? Who are you who got a religion to know? Who are you? Who are you, man and a woman? Who are you to know? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know who this God is. If the atheist doesn't know, who are you all to know? So, from exude internal foundational energy from a much earlier realm than the entities are often unaware. Unaware. They don't know of what exists before them. For some reason, many of them do not seek far beyond their current position and awareness because they are too accommodated with the dramas. The existence for them, what really matters is their family culture, what they have to do, their business. I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking about even off-world creatures or entities. Okay, all they care about their business, their existence. They don't care to unfold more and more and more. They are still stuck in this paradigm of creation. Okay, they do not seek further, so they are stuck up as much as the humans in here. So I did what I could to correct this information in my first book edition, and to a lesser extent in my second edition. But since there's a plethora of information in addition to my growing but limited warning, see, I prefer the journalist wrote and stating sources as they claim. Now that I have shared my claims, I'm further fine-tuning my scrutiny. That's why we cannot trust all the books we read, all the, the material passed here. You must always try to accept it and take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, you must reach your own conclusions. We now know that the sphere of a mentee is not based on terror, but it helps carry in energetic trace through terror to its predecessor, Alcyone and beyond. And what would be that energy from Earth and all the other planets that is hijacked and invaded and controlled? The MCEO has stated that Terra is the all-star Alcyone and the Pleiades. Pleiades are not humans. Pleiades are based on humanoids, aliens. They are not humans like us. All these ones are imagination of this so-called group of the light star group or star seeds or canalizers. Okay, these people, they become so full of themselves that they start to inventing things. They start to imagining things. This is called delirium. It's a mental psychosis, neuroticism. So Alcyone is a star cluster. So the MCO presumably means Alcyone A. To the contrary, the all there is, which is another T to me, the pure senshi, which is another T to me, the pure senshi reveals that Tara was partially created by a portion of Galaxy's 2 original Alcyone in the much higher 13th dimension. These people talk here in a point of view very submissive. They don't question. They just follow, just like a religion. You see, you come out from organized the simpletons religion to yet another prefabricated new age religions. It's just like you come out from a pot to another. You come out from a pot to a pen. Doesn't make any much difference. So Pleiadian God group entities have amalgamated the original Sion name with Tara and their highly regarded star clusters in the Pleiades, and they are not humans, and even if they were, who in their right mind would ever worship another 80 creatures? Who in their right mind would worship atheists for? In my third edition in cosmology book titled Propose a New Cosmology Beyond Death Science, I clarify its existence from the all there is, which is a reptilian or whatever that he is canalizing, and he is fantasized that it could be a god. You know, that's how these new ages light workers operate. That's how the way they operate here. So the pure essence that Tara is actually a planet in the northeastern tip of the Pleiades star system. So what? Doesn't make any difference in the problem we are going now. We're going through right now wars, famine, diseases, etc. Doesn't it make any difference what who is Tara, who is Pleiades? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any difference. While the minty blue flame originates with the cause mean enhanced level, the sphere of a mentee was only an idea among cosmin enhanced entities to be actualized and was significantly expanded Ika and galactic vicariums informs the all there is. The pure please I stop this. Just say the ATIPE. The sphere of a mentee was first constructed by Anas entities in the Eka, and then it was stepped down into our respective vicarium and fusing 13-dimensional galactic two Alcyon energies and then energies of Terra and third-dimensional Amenti Earth in the Milky Way. The Amenti blue flame was also stepped down into the sphere of Amenti, giving the sphere internal energy from very early creation. If the Amenti blue flame had originated in the dimensional galaxy or Ika domains and then become infused with cosmin enhanced energies of blue hues, then it would have acquired a blend of different colors, which is not its natural state. There's a lot of hype involving the 50th dimension because of the Earth's historical link to Terra. Religion in typical fashion inflates the creational level where its most active entities reside in order to maintain all the illusions, like you. New Age is just like the same, the illusion of their supremacy and their kingdom. Pleiadians are common channels to the New Age community through entity groups such as the Galactic Federation of Light and Ashtar Command, which cannot also be trusted. I don't trust, because it's not a test. Everything that's going on here is just shenanigans. It's just the same shit games over and over and over again. It's the same rhythm every time. What changes just the date and a linear aspect. Nothing else changes. Okay, it's the same rhythm again and again. No wonder one of their prayers is the being that repeats itself anew from time to time. This means that every time there's a timeline, every time has to be more shenanigans. The same thing, famine, then come the virus, then come war, then come atomic war, nuclear. Now they are think about nuclear war. They do that so that they will explode. They will reset by exploding a galaxy. And after millions of years, million of years, they will reset start over again. Okay, or else if they don't decide to eliminate completely, it will be done in sequence, step by step, after thousands of years, when men will be eliminated and genocided. Okay, through wars, through biological weapons, through famine, through natural selection. There's many ways and means for them to do that, to achieve their aims, their selfish aliens aims. Okay, so it makes sense that they deem the 50-dimensional position as heaven. So there is a lot of hype about 50th dimension because of the historical link to Terra, religion, and the fashion maintain the illusion of the supremacy in the kingdom. Pleiadians are common channels to the New Age community. Pleiadians, who are reptilian themselves and Dracos, to the New Age community through entity groups such as the Galactic Federation of Light and Ashtar Command. So it makes sense that they deem their 50-dimensional position as heaven. The following channeling by Pleiadians according to Syrians, allies or overlords. See? You see here? The following channeling by Pleiadians in accordance with Syrian allies or overlords. That means they are all in it together. When a canalization constitutes of or is composed of, oh, all this is a test. Oh, human beings have to go through this so that they will grow. No, nobody learns through sufferings. Suffering is only good for the sadistic entities who are overlords and is getting orgasm from all this. They are feeding through sufferings. It only serves their bestial and demonic essence, nothing more. Because nobody learns through pain. Nobody. If you say you learn from pain, then that's you. You are a masochist. You cannot expect everybody to be like you, a masochist, isn't it? Unfortunately, many of you here are masochists, nonetheless. You love suffer. And worse yet, some are sadomasochists. They only doesn't love to suffer themselves, which will be okay because you are suffering, but you don't like to inflict pain upon another. The worst part is when you are sadomasochist. You not only receive pain, but also give pain. You pass pain through to others through your actions, which is worse. So I don't believe a lot of religion scouts who are from organized religion follows all of this. They like because they are all the same aliens, the same team. They love to suffer. That's why we are in this predicament. Because there's a lot of heads here. If a lot of Anunnakis is strained of DNA. That's why you are like this. You are one of them. Okay, you are one of them. I think I am the only one that's very different from the masses here. Not because I want to boast. I don't want to boast, but truth is truth. I cannot stop from telling truth. The fifth dimension, heaven, the plane of light. For most religions, the fifth dimension is the highest realms a soul can reach. No, it isn't. It isn't. But up to now, up to the level where we are, this could be the truth. If you reach fifth dimension, it's too much already. Some reach up to fourth dimension. I don't know now. However, few years, maybe decades back, they reach up to fourth dimension. So, as the sixth plane of intellect is assigned and described in the authority of God, my note, the Sirius star system is the sixth dimension, spiritually starting from the beginning. It's the last stop downward in the dimensional ladder. The last stop downward before we enter the realms of limitation. We base our actions entirely on love. Never feel. Coming from Luciferia, I would say you see everything twisted the other way around. For them, love is hatred. Hatred is love. They say that through hatred there's love. Because they are twisted. They are all twisted. If you think that inflicting harm to one another is love, then you have a very twisted kind of idea, of feelings in abstinency. You come straight from hell. Okay, you came from there. I'm not scared to tell the truth. We base our action entirely on love, man. Oh, look at the love here that you will spread. Wars, supremacy over, diseases all over, famines. Now you want to take away even our water. Aliens are dry up water from the bottom of the earth. They are sucking. Yes, aliens. You see all the ocean drying up, the river not long time ago, a drought, and there's another one coming maybe this year, I'm not sure, this year, and the years to come there will be drought. They are sucking even water because they say we have ownership to it because we brought water here. Can they prove? Can they? If they don't, they cannot, then I'm not stupid to believe in you. This is because fear does not exist at this level. Oh no, you don't have fear, huh? And then what's all this that you spread here? Huh? You spread catastrophes, geographic catastrophe. You spread wars. Huh? Overtly and conversely. You place in the minds of the others to commit crime. You place in the minds of these leaders here to commit crimes against the people here and everything that is around here. And then you say that you don't have fears. If you don't have fears because you boast about yourself, because you think that yourself so great and we are so small for you, so that's why you don't have fear, because you have armies and armies and arms of monsters to protect yourselves. You have technology, but we don't. Fortunately, we don't. Okay. And that's why don't have fear. I also would not have fear. I would not have fear. Bill, mate, I would not have fear if I were in your place, if I were in your level. Unfortunately, it's not that I have fear, but we have all the reason to have fears, because there's a lot of thing going on. A lot of thing, that can disturb the most courageous and strong people in in planets like this one. So we are unstoppable. My God, boasting. We are unstoppable and living miraculous lives when we hold this point of consciousness. Oh, good for you, but sadly, and I'm sorry, I cannot tell the same about myself and the rest in here. And why they do this? Because there is stupid people here worship them through religions, through political ideology. Immortality is an experiential given. Oh, I wouldn't like to be immortal anyway. No, thanks. Getting bored. You must be really bored if you're alive, don't you? You want to reach immortality, man. Talking about, wow, high level of patience to endure yourself. Sorry, I have to tell the truth. Many times in a near-death experience, a person will travel through a long, big deal, big deal, so what? The tongue traverses the darkness of the fourth dimension and ends in a bright, opening golden white light, the white light of a trap. Do you mean the white light of a trap, is it? The white light of a trap? And they open a golden light in the fifth dimension. Blah, 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 blah. Golden light of a trap that eludes the idiots here. So, this is the best channel of the soul and the doorway to heaven. Oh, really? Go and fool the devils and the idiots here, not me, okay? I know better than you, than to trust you all, to trust your overlords. Opening of golden white light, the fifth dimension. This is the best channel, the fourth and fifth dimension, up to the ninth dimension or even above. There's a lot of your overlords over there. They who create all this mess here, this chaos, this hell. This is hell. Hell. Just like one singer says in the past. Hell is this place to me now? So here the white light is mentioned again, but this time interchangeably with the golden light according to the book Awakening of the Soul. A record of thoughts channeled by souls of humans and aliens for changing Earth by Grace J. Scott. This golden light, or golden flame, is constructed in a similar manner as the white-blue flame. An entity named Elijah, who has a biblical significance, says. The goldy light, that's what the sun is all about. It represents, for the matrix, represents intelligence, energy, wealth, okay, wealth, luck. That's why in some culture they tend to worship the sun because they say that the sun is our Lord. Even there is a music in Portuguese that goes every morning, in the morning, open your window, do your rules, do your law, and Viva, which is a great life to the sun, cause he is our king. You see, so all this is already one kind of construct, holographic construct, because the sun is nothing but a generator, heat energy generator. Okay, some say that is artificial, and it exists to give energy, force, life, as long as it's moderate. Sometimes they mess with the generator. They mess if it is efficiency, because it has to have a limit. I'm right. Everything has to be limit, and that goes for rain, water, or the sun, the heat. Because when they mess with uh, it is limitation and it's control, power control, and its limitation range, it is go out of the range, and it gives a lot of catastrophe. And the bubbles of construct of planets that we call planets, that it how it gives out life and energy, or it charge, because that charger also it charges energy. So sometimes if it goes out of your range, it will cause a lot of catastrophe. Either it will become too cold and causes icy age, or it will give drought and parchment of that bubble, that system. So, opening good and white light, 50 minutes, the best can of the soul. Nah, I don't believe. Here is the white light is mentioned again, but this time it's interchangeably with golden light, according to the book Awakening of the Soul. A record of it all channeled by souls of humans and aliens who are changing earth by great. And aliens also die, huh? You think that they are immortal? No, not all. They also have a time span, time period. So the golden light that you live, the goldy robe that I'm wearing may not have any significance to anyone else, but I want to share with you too what it is about, and that is the rotation of the earth. It's going to another dimension right now. Okay, yeah, I understand. This puts you into golden light, the white light, as well as call it, with a golden light around the white light, whether it's a straight line, gold along the edges, or around the light, or straight golden light. I would say it's holes. This is what the golden robe signifies in the fifth dimension. The golden light represents God. The white light represents the Holy Spirit. I see. So something like that. Golden with some spectrum of white. So the yellowish represent God, which can be a break of noise, and the Holy Spirit, which the Anunnaki family, which represent the white light. Symbolism is prominent in the you see, how was I right? Symbolism is prominent in the Bible, but the white gold light is very real. The other is, not again, the TLTI, the PE states that in six-dimensional frequency in phantom Milky Way. This is important reference to the Phantom Sirius star system that houses several Anunnaki gods, such as the Elohim of the Bible. They are the Phantom Sirius star. The Milky Way 50, the Milky Way's 50-dimensional frequency blend is predominantly a blend of blue hues. These hues are not the same as the sphere of a mentee blue flame, for these are independent of one another. The 50-dimensional frequency blend is predominantly a blend of blue hues. These hues are not the same as the sphere of a mentee blue flame, for these are independent of one another. The Bible tells us to draw the Holy Spirit into our body. It is symbolism as a white dove underscores the deeper reality of a white energetic frequency that neither benefits us nor originates in our natural ascension pathway. See, the Bible tells us to draw the Holy Spirit into our body, which is the white light, and the symbolism as a white dove underscore the deeper reality of a white energetic frequency that neither benefits us nor originates in our natural ascension pathway, contrary to what the other worldly messages proclaim. Additionally, the fourth dimension is not dark, for plenty other planets and stars exist there in a pre-existing frequency blend of color. To elaborate upon the previous except, the bright tunnel can lead to several different locations in a near-death experience, such as in between dimensions just beyond the Earth. In fact, entities have constructed several in-between dimensional zones by utilizing pre-existing and siphoned foundations of matter to position themselves as close as possible to our Earth. Of course, because better monitor this way what? So that they can best control and emit energies. The Earth is a prime piece of real estate because it's a part of an important Stargate system, because it's in the middle, it's in the center of the galaxy of the Milky Way. So it's good for them to trade. The guard groups can best control it by controlling its inhabitants. It's clever marketing to claim that their tactics are completely loving. Yeah, I see they are loving. I see only talk. Love is about actions. I cannot come here and preach love without my place it into practice, because love is about practice. It's about pragmatism and practice. However, we can see beyond the facade and there are words and messages, of course, because they cannot hold their lives for long, and they are very, their ancestry is very twisting. They are always distorting things. They are always finding faults on others, charging, criticizing non-stop. I also can do that, but I do it because I'm in a human body, human consciousness, and because when I see something wrong, then I do. But it's not necessary for them to judge you because you are wrong. No, just because they don't go along with you, or they don't like something that you know about them, and they are very, very inconstant and unstable. So in that we can see beyond the facade, and there are words and messages that reveal hierarchy, subjugation, and overpower over the people, power over other people, and division that ultimately lives in fear and self-loathing. Yeah, constant fear, constant struggle to survive, constant fight one another for survival. One try to step in another one's head to to um, to climb up the ladder of success and money. Some have, some does not. Where is goodness here? Where's the gods? Where's the gods? Where are you, gods? Where are you, gods? Gods of the Talmud, gods of the Tanakh, gods of the Bible, God of the Abrahamic religion, God of the East, God of the West, gods of hell. Where are you? Hmm? Where are you? When there is wars, you are there pulling the cards until all. Unfortunately, the remedy we have been taught is to call upon the deceptive God group to help us. And they come, but they help, but they want something in return. They don't give everything for nothing. It's an exchange. Exchange of energy, exchange of subserviency. You have to submit your will to them. They will help you, but with conditions. Where is the unconditional? I'm more unconditional loving than them. As a mother, as a grandmother, as an animal lover. Okay, I'm more unconditional than they are. So, but its manipulation was the cause of our turmoil in the first place. While an outreach arm of the Jesus group claims the fifth dimension to be the source of our redeeming light, while an outreach arm of Jesus group claims the fifth dimension to be the source of our redeeming light, a less direct but certainly not absent arm praises the 13th dimension as its source of redeeming light. One is from the 50th dimension, other praise the others from the 13th dimension. And well, in this way, all the ways goes to the bay. So this light also contains white for its prominent representative. The Great White Brotherhood proudly displays it in its group name. The Great White Brotherhood and its similar early cosmic oneness both hails from a phantom galactic system revealed in internal humans and the finite gods, and have ties to Archangel Michael to facilitate and elaborate lower dimensional team and following in our galaxy. I'm gonna repeat. While an outreach arm of the Jesus group claims the fifth dimension to be the source of our redeeming light, a less direct but certainly not absent arm praises the 13th dimension as its source of redeeming light. This light also contains white for its prominent representative. This all together because they are breaking into many groups and categories. So wherever they spread their business, there's no way to run. Whichever ideology you take, they are there. The Great White Brotherhood proudly displays it in its group name. The Great White Brotherhood, the GWB, and it is similarly cosmic oneness, both hails from a phantom galactic system revealed in eternal humans and the finite gods, and have ties to Archangel Michael or Micaiah, something like that. I've seen something and someone, I don't know, in some entities using this Michael. I don't know, maybe to demonize them in my vision, whereby my dead sister came and she She said that this Michael was disturbing her in a lot, and she couldn't talk so much about it. So, but for me, it's all from the Dracos. These are all from the Dracos. And don't go to think that the white is bad, okay? That the white is evil. Because in my videos, in my channels, I explain why the Dracos are using certain color to demonize it. I know what their agenda is. Nobody has break the code, but I have broken this code already. I've come to know and I notice that they want to demonize the white in here by using this tactic of the white is not good. Why? Because nowadays Enki is here. Enki during this Karl Sarpa era, or the demonist era, or whatever you want to call it, Aquarius, whatever, it is here to conquer. So he doesn't want any vestige of the former owner. They are trying to demonize the white dragons who was earlier here. Okay, so now it's his turn to rule. They have to find a way to demonize the whites. So that's why they are talking all this here. Okay, that's the reason. Because now I already have talk about it in my other videos about that the earth has changed the hand now. Is in another ruler. Now the ruler is ruling earth. And that's why all these things happening. Michael to facilitate and elaborate no lower dimensional team and following in our galaxy. You are ascending and prepared to go to higher being beyond the relativity of light. Each individual must prepare themselves to align with the law of light. When this is completely, they become the light and contact takes place, and this contact teaching begins, sharing begins, caring begins, 13 frequency evolution begins. This is the first step of light. This is the ascension. This is 2012. The beginning of the stream, the beginning but not the end, and some idiots come and say to the end. Even Yahoo closed it back then. Yahoo shut the room at least. And it's not gonna be over. The war is not going to end, okay? A third world war may or not come, may or not. It's not certain, it's 50-50. However, the world is continuing. They are just in another timeline. This is another election, okay? This is another type of universal election. Their first step of ascension is become one with the white light. Then people can become the hands and feet of entities who embody and exude the light. I don't think so. Now is having another kind of light. Now is the black turn, okay? So don't come with this nonsense. Don't try to blackwash everything here. Don't try to blackwash, whitewash everything. So the vast majority of pictures of God groups and entities, including the so-called ascended masters, show them exuding white or white gold light from their hands, as well as the key chakras, such as those connected to their crown and heart region. No matter, Judy, that doesn't solve, doesn't help. If you want to jump from a pot full of boiling water to a pot filled with hot oil, the pain will be almost the same. So there will be no difference. The difference is that you're gonna boil, you're gonna melt in the hot water, and in the oil you're gonna fry, become crispy. That's the only difference that's gonna happen to you. And what I'm trying to say is because now in key the Luciferians is taking over, they are trying to blackwash the white or whatever. Okay, but it doesn't mean nothing, because as I said, these Anunnakis, they play a lot of tricks. They try all means and deceits, all kind of um, stories, inventions to justify what they do. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether they are black, purple, green, white, gold, pink. What matters is the person's intentions, is the entity intention, is the group intentions, and not a color. A color is just superficially represented by something. However, it is not all there is. It doesn't mean red crap. So the website that gives the above channelings on sunset exam that radiates the white gold light. My mother and I have gained information from internal consciousness and internally based entities that are first step of ascension to the original mentee is to connect with the mentee blue flame within the sphere of a mentee. If she and I gain new revelation about further steps of the ascension process, I share them on my website, Teshalucid. His mother, I think I know who his mother is a very big fanatic lady. She's into how to say, into tarot, into all these kind of things, and soothsayer and astrology as well. So now is the time for great potential and probability for our earth. We are called to our path by knowing and grounding internal energy flows to help secure this earth with its right course away from a more fallen system. You want to do it if you are in one side, you are taking up sides, you are being fooled by the Luciferian, you're not going to do any changes to. I'm so sorry to burst the bubble. Be discerning of the dominant beliefs on our planet. Our history shows that groups who continuously saturate us with their propaganda, rituals, and doctrines are usually the ones who are trying to brainwash us away from our own natural intuition and healthy ways of life. That's why I follow the later. I follow my intuition alone, even if I even if I make mistakes. I do not believe in nothing in nobody. I'm always suspicious of something and always looking behind my back. I mean, not literally speaking, of course, but if my back eyes, okay, my back eyes, and healthy ways of life, instead of automatically so try to brainwash us away from our natural intuition and healthy ways of life, instead of automatically believe stories that often lack much explanation and logic because they are repeatedly preached. I strongly suggest that you discern all information according to your inner core, not only the mind, to be able to determine your natural inclination and resonance. I have told it before. He says that I already have always reminded people, don't believe in anything people say. Reach your own conclusions. I have always said that. I only speak what I believe, okay, and what I've seen. When we align our internal energies to what is internally natural, and we take positive steps in thinking, behaving, eating, and exercising more healthfully, we can gain enough natural light conscience that automatically shifts our entire being towards the proper steps in our ascension process. We are already ascended. What happens to people who do stupid things because they let themselves go? They cannot withstand the bombardment of energy that's been thrown here through the sun, solar flare, or the rest of the Schumann resonance, etc., by Luciferians ETs. Okay, how ever. We all are ascended already. If they leave us alone, we will know our way. We should do away with third parties, ETs, or fake gods, dependency. And it all will depend on each one of us. As long as we continue with fanaticism, with the fake ideology, nothing will change. No backwards into what's contrived for us by interfering God groups. Yeah, and that includes the light workers also believes you all are canalizing the same entities, the same overloads that is pinning us down, that's taking away freedom, that is mistreating us as a being, not just a human body, but as a being. Okay, so editor, now this is another level of peeling back the law of deception of New Age and false light spirituality agenda. Yeah, of course. This is what I have been told all the time after studying Ashiana's DNA material in depth. Most is on the right, but there were still things that did not make sense to me. That's when I came upon Teresa's information explained the agenda behind the Emerald Order and all this nonsense of material here. Because I'm canalizing this, I'm canalizing. There's a lot of ET names, a lot. Roxana, or there's many. Oberyn, this and that. You know, these are all reptilian Draco behind all this. They deceive you all because they know that you are stupid, you are simpletons, you are ordinary. Because you don't have a high self-esteem. Mostly humans only gives because you are also jackasses. When you are humble, you learn how to discern and not to believe in everything that comes from I don't know where, from the sky, and you think to be bigger than you. Okay, you're gonna stop believing them, you're gonna stop following them when you think of yourself in a high esteem, and not think of yourself so low that you have to bend it down to third parties and alien beings. So this is what happened. They think because you canalize a being, because they are truthful, they are honest with you. No, they are using you for their own selfish agenda. There is even materiality there who talks only about government, this and that, but they don't know with who the governments work with, and they don't know why they are like this. They don't understand. It's just like I always say, they judge the dogs, not the owners of the dogs. And the owners is to blame for their barks or their biting. Okay? It's never ever the dogs, but the owners who make them do what they do, who entice the dog to go there and attack. Do you understand what I mean? That's it. But we cannot say because no, the white light's no good, this and that's no good. This is just an ephemeral way that they use to fool the people. They can have the white, black, blue, green. Now what? They won't say that the black light is good? You go to hell if you follow this. Go and follow the black light for you to see. Go and follow. Go and follow. I know what Enki's plan. I know what he thinks and wants to do. So don't follow the white light, follow the black light. Next they will come up with the follow the black light. Then I will tell them this, go to hell, go to the black hole there. And stuck yourself inside there and don't come out anymore. Now stop your nonsense. Because you want to spread, you want to pave, like I said, they pave their way to new paradigm, to new laws, new rules, new elections, new commandants, new presidents, new governancy. Okay? And I'm talking about in a universal way. I'm not talking about just the humans here, the leaders, etc. I'm talking about all the world's being and all those who work for them here, covertly or overtly.